As a marine biologist, I hear a lot of bad news about how the oceans are in decline, how fisheries are in decline. And so I really wanted to organise this event as a way of trying to find some positivity, trying to move what is generally a science of environmental degradation to something where we could envisage a much more positive future.
As there's a general sense that actually, because we are all talking with one another in a way that just wasn't happening 10, 15 years ago, that there is a notion that actually by working and collaborating together there is an end result that can be achieved that's quite a positive one.
It's important that as an individual I just don't go into a silo and believe that what I think is the right thing. So it's essential for me in terms of personal development and professional development that I sit down and discuss these issues with other people from other sort of disciplines. My personal vision is the same as my professional vision. Were the two not aligned, then I probably couldn't carry out my role. But at the end of the day, I think it's everyone's interests, mine and my kids and their kids, that we actually fish sustainably. So my professional and personal don't differ at all.
I think the workshop's been very interesting actually. Again, there's a lot of people from different backgrounds, and it's quite interesting that a lot of the views are very similar.
I think the event has helped me to see how valuable it is to have a number of different perspectives in the room. So, for example, we've had people who really know what fishing is all about, because either they've been fishermen themselves or they work with fishermen on a daily basis. And then having the research expertise and the commercial expertise is really important to actually see the issue from all of those different sides and perspectives. So I think that although my viewpoint hasn't changed at the end of the event, I still think we can have productive, sustainable fisheries in the UK in 2050.
That would be my vision, that I leave a legacy that I work quite hard in to make sure that there is a fantastic future for the people that are there in education now.
By taking a view of 2050, we've been thinking 35 years into the future. And one of the things that became very clear early on was that education and the flow of information was key if we were going to get to a positive 2050. And so we'll be going into primary schools to try and talk to those people who will be the marine managers, the fishermen, the fishmongers, the consumers in 2050, to try and build that educational part of moving us from a fairly ill-informed 2014 to a very highly educated, informed 2050.